Hello, this is Peter, and I'm starting June 20th day trading. Um, Let me just share the link first. Okay, so the link is shared. Let's let's see. Now I have Palantra, SOXL, Nvidia, and QQQ on the board. I chose the stocks based on the stocks movement just now. And I'm looking at the overall movement of these stocks that I chose. Okay. Same thing, the way that I choose the stocks, I go to markets, I look at the volume, and that's how I choose them. Okay. Okay. So today, um, a lot of stocks kind of gapped up, meaning they went up in value before the actual trading started. And I'm looking at um, all these semis. SOXL, Nvidia, they're the semis, and Palantir there. It's also AI stock. Yeah, I don't favor any of these stocks, just in case you're wondering. So these are the stock choices for today. Okay. So I divided into two different sections. One is the Canadian market. So if I click on the Canadian market, so RY is the Royal Bank. BNS is a Scotiabank. CNQ is the energy stock. Key, I think they do some operations in energy as well. Okay, so this is the 5 days chart. It's been going down, and I think it's going to hit the resistance here. It's been going up and down steadily, like overall in the long run. Okay, and same thing with BNS. It's hitting the resistance. Like if you look at 1 year chart, going up, down, and then now it's hitting this resistance here. Okay. I'm going to get back to the Canadian market soon, but it looks like this key, it wants to climb back up. And CNQ as well. I think it's trying to get back up. If you look at 1 year chart, it's been coming down for some time, and wants to climb back up. But I focus on the day trading, so we'll get back to it. My feeling for the bank stocks is that they're going to go down for a while. So let's see. Okay, now I see the a little bit of pattern. SOXL is coming down. It's now trading at $63. It's like $4. But Nvidia started from here, over 140, and now it's trying to climb back up. It's been going up and down, like a dollar range. And the buying pressure is pretty strong too. QQQ as well, buying pressure is pretty strong. Steady, steady. I'm going to. It looks like QQQ wants to go up even more. There's a lot of buying pressure, a lot of buying pressure here. Buy, sell, buy, sell. Wow, look at this Palantra. It wants to go up higher and higher. Ooh, okay. Okay, so what I'll do now is I see the pattern for today. I see the pattern for today. Um, Palantra is in an uptrend. At one point, it's going to pull back. Um, I'm going to try to see if I can enter. I can enter and grab it with SOXL. I think it will depend on how NVIDIA performs. Okay. I'd like to do some research. Okay. Yes, we're doing the day trading here, but I want to see some sort of um, the overall trend before I trade the options as well. So I'm going to look at how, like this one here, Palantra, it keeps going up, right? This one was down and up, down and up, down and up, especially like Nvidia, for example, here. It just continues to go up. Yeah. So I want to see where this ends. I want to see the healthy pullback and then enter the long position because it looks like they want to climb up higher. So I don't want to be on the wrong side. I want to get it when they pull back so that I can get on the train when it goes up. Okay. So now I'm just waiting for things to kind of cool down a little bit and pull back before I can enter. Oh, look at that. Look at this. For Nvidia, for the last 5 days, it's been up since from 127 to 140. So that's about $13. That's almost 10%. So at one point, I think it's going to pull back at one point. I just don't know when. I think just now Palantra did a little bit of pullback. Wow. SOXL just went from 63.6 to 65. That's crazy. Same thing with QQQ. Palantra is doing a pullback. What I'll do is I'm going to enter SOXL bear position so it can go down. Because now I think it's trying to do a pullback, but I just don't know where it's going to stop, right? So I'm going to enter. Oh, it's so difficult. It's so difficult. Everybody wants to push up. Now I'm just gonna wait until it finalizes the pullback. Palantra looks like a good entry position too, because just now it went from 25.80 to 26.5, and then it's trying to do a pullback. I don't know where it's going to stop, but I'm thinking maybe it can pull back all the way to 26, and then I can enter. Okay, while I'm doing so, I'm going to enter QQQ. Um, I'm going to enter QQQ bear to see if it can come down all the way to here. Okay. And NVIDIA It's reclaiming 140, and I think it's going to climb back up. Yep, there you go. Okay, I think okay, I was going to enter the bear position, but like the buying pressure is really, really strong across the board. Um, I'm guessing entering the bear position is a really, really bad idea. Oof. Right now, the perfect candidate that I have is Palantra because it's pulling back. The other ones, they're not really pulling back. They're just continuing to go up, and then it's kind of staggering here. So they're not good candidate to buy. Come on, come to 26. Come to 26. Nvidia is trying very hard to stay above 140 as well. If it works, then it's going to go back up. Oh, there's the push. Okay, there it is. There it is. Come on, all the way down to 26. So I already put in the order at 26. If it hits 26, then my limit order is going to trigger. Okay, 140 couldn't hold. Now it's going to slip down. Okay, so just now I entered the Palantra option at 26.1213 here. Okay, so let's see. let's say if it goes back up to 26.5. In the meanwhile, um, I'm looking at the overall market. Nvidia is really, really strong. Like, I don't know who's buying Nvidia at this point, even at this stage, because it's like all-time high. But wow, this is crazy. Like, look at this. Somebody's buying a lot of shares. Okay. Okay, while we're waiting for this, so I entered when the options were. So this is my position now. Oh, this is my position. So entered when it was 46 cents. Now I want to exit at 80. So that 80 will be somewhere here, like 26.5-ish. So when it tries the daily high one more time, I'm going to exit. Okay. I think it started to enter some sort of like downward trading pattern for Nvidia because the high is getting lower, the low is getting lower. Okay, it's reached 26.36, but there's a gap of about 20 cents here, right? But I see the option price only moving zero point 0.6 up to this point. So if I wanted to reach zero point 0.8, it has to be like here and above. So what I'll do is I'm going to change the price to 0.77, a little bit lower, okay? Because it's moving up slowly, but it's still showing up zero point 0.6. So by the time it reaches here, I don't know if it can touch briefly and come down or it will stay there. I'm not sure. But oh, actually, I think it's going to be. a little bit of rejection here. Oh, 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 oh. I'm going to get rid of it. I sense a rejection. Okay, I sold. I sold at 0.59 because what I see here, yeah, it can go up a little bit higher too, but like the way that I see is this. Here, here, and here, there's a big red candle keeps popping up. That scares me. That scares me. So I just exited my position, 0.59. So Excel, so I put buy, sell, stock. So I bought 200 options. I bought at 0.46 and I sold at 0.59. Profit and loss and how much paid. How much paid is the purchase price? Total purchase price. Total purchase amount. So PL is going to be sell minus buy multiplied by this multiplied by 100. Okay, so I made 2600. Total purchase price was 9200. Okay, so this is where I sold. Yeah, this is roughly where I sold. Yeah, here. Now let's see. It looks like there's going to be some sort of rejection. Some sort of rejection. QQQ keeps coming down. SOXL is hanging in there, but it looks like there's going to be some sort of rejection happening very soon. I don't know. Look at this. Look at this. Somebody wants to get out. Bad. I don't know how long this buying pressure can keep up, but somebody wants to get out. If somebody wants to get out, have to get out. You can aim for a little bit more profit, a little bit more of mm, income or whatever you want to call it. But it's better to be in your bank account than feel sorry if it goes the other way around. Now, SOXL is trying to break here, but it can't. And the overall is pretty bearish pattern. Bearish, bearish, bearish. What I'll do, I think it's going to pull back. So what I'll do is I'm going to see if I can enter SOXL bear. SOXL put. Let's see. So Palantra actually hit 26.57 and then came down. So it hit the day high and then it started to come down. So um, my initial guess was correct. However, it briefly touched, like literally it touched for like 1 second and came down. So if you did not have a limit sell and if you knew how much the option price would have been at this point specifically, you'd have lost money by now because it just came down rapidly, very fast. Okay, I'm going to enter SOXL put. Okay. Oh, the spread is big. Okay, the SOXL spread is too big. I'm going to see if I can do QQQ instead. Okay, I'm going to choose the expiry to be today. 145. I'm just waiting for a good entry point. If Nvidia fails to crack 140 again, it's going to come down. Okay, so I entered a QQQ put about here, about this point here. Okay, and I'm going to set the limit price. Um, what I think is it might. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Look at all these notifications. Okay, okay, okay. I get it, I get it. I'm aiming for here, okay, because it's a pattern coming down. I'm going to just take, I'm going to take a quick scalp. Okay. So I entered 0.74. I'm going to get out 0.9. Okay. There was another rejection at 140. Nvidia tried to climb up above 140, but there was another rejection. Now let's see if it can come down. If it comes down, perfect, because mine will go down. S2XL looks like there was a rejection at 65.46 as well. Palantra looks like there was a rejection here and wants to come down even more. Perfect. So it's slipping down. If there's a rejection, there will be a bigger candle. Come on, print a bigger candle. Okay, I changed the price, the limit price at 0.9 to $1. So I moved it down because I think it's getting weaker. I think it's getting weaker. I think it's going to go down even more. Forget about this pattern here, but I think it's going to go down more to about this much. That's 10 cents. So I moved the selling price to $1 instead of 0.9. So let's see. I think this one's about to crack down. There'll be two things happening. Either it bounces back and come down to maintain the pattern, or it will go down even more to break the pattern and become more bearish. Okay, let's see. But there were a few rejections, one, two, three on NVIDIA 140. Here, there were one, two, three rejections. So I don't think it will climb back up it will continue to go down. Let's see. Let's see if my guess is right. Okay, there's the breakdown. There's the breakdown. Okay. So it hit zero point 0.9, which was my original intuition. It's breaking down further. It's breaking down further. It just has to break down to here, 185.4. And then my $1 order will fill. Oh, 0.95. Oh, 0.95. Okay, there. $1, $1. Okay, filled. So that was the huge breakdown, and it filled my $1. Okay, so I bought 100. I bought at 0.74. I sold at $1. Total purchase price was 7,400. Okay. Okay. So I'm up 5,200. It looks like it wants to break down further. Hmm. Look at this. It wants to go down further. There's some selling pressure happening. Okay, forget a dollar now. It's heading to 1.1. But it will probably stop at one point, and then oh wow, okay, it's headed to 1.1. But it will stop at one point because now it's at the resistance. It'll probably try to climb back up, but given that they tried to crack certain price, but it failed to do so multiple times. I will not bet on call. I'll wait until it reaches a certain point, like let's say the resistance here, or maybe here, or maybe here. Not here. If it reaches here, then we have an issue. But I will enter a put position one more time very soon. There's a lot of selling pressure. I think Palantra is breaking down. Yeah, everything is breaking down. Now, the option that I sold at 1.1 is now reaching 1.2, 1.3. Oh, wow, look at that. The market is selling off. The market is selling off. It's selling off Nvidia. How much did it move? It's still up 2% today. So Nvidia has a lot of room to give up. Wow, now remember the puts that I sold at $1? Now it's at 1.5. This is crazy. Okay. But I'm not touching the put now. It's when it sells off this fast, there must be some sort of quick rebound. I'm not entering a put position now. But Palantra put position is it looks very, very tasty. This one looks very tasty. Oh wow, not even a single bounce back, but continues to sell off. This is interesting. The reason why I find Palantra put to be very tasty is because you see the market is selling off. You see the market, the semis are selling off, but this thing hasn't tanked too much yet. That means a lot of people are holding on to the shares. They're not selling. But at one point, they will start to sell. That's why I think Palantra will be very tasty. Oh wow, 1.137. Ooh, that's a big, big movement. Okay, there's the bounce back. There's the bounce, right? It's very weak. The bounce is very weak. The bounce is very, very weak. It wants to go down further. It wants to go down more. Okay, so I entered the QQQ put position here at the very bottom. The reason is um, it keeps breaking down on the resistance and it wants to go down further and further. Okay. Yep, there's a bounce back. There's the bounce back is very weak. So I just entered a put position here. Let's see how like where it goes. But I'm also considering a a put movement on the Palantra as well. Actually, you know what? It's Nvidia now found a floor. It looks like it found the floor. It doesn't want to go below 137, but the overall market is selling off. Like SOXL is selling off. QQQ is selling off. I think QQQ wants to go down. Maybe there's a rotation because I see Dow Jones is up, but S&P and TSX also up. So something is happening on Nasdaq. I'm sensing there might be some sort of sector rotation happening. Maybe some funds are selling semi and tech, and then they're buying bank stocks, maybe. It doesn't want to bounce back. Every pop is being sold, and the selling pressure is very strong, very, very strong. And look at Palantra. It broke down. I think the selling for Palantra is going to accelerate. Look at this. It's selling off. It's selling off. Maybe if I hold on to the puts without selling, I might make a huge fortune. There's like not even a single rebound. Okay, so my $1 is filled. Okay. Bought at 0.73, sold at $1. Uh, total purchase amount is 7,300 PL. Okay, 7,900. So today I earned 7,900. I'm gonna wait until, yeah, it looks like Nasdaq wants to go down more. Nvidia as well. Oh, this is crazy. QQQ, because it bounced here, I think it will try to bounce back up to somewhere here. But I think once it reaches here, the selling pressure will get even higher. So what I'll do is I'm going to set the limit price for this to come back up here. Oh, that's almost a dollar movement. And then I'm going to short it. I'm going to buy puts. At the same time, I'm going to enter puts for Palantra. Okay, now it's rebounding. It's rebounding. When it reaches somewhere here, I'm going to short it one more time. Okay, so I entered Palantra put position here, and I'm going to enter QQQ. 844. This one almost became $1. Okay, I'm going to enter QQQ, put position, buy to open, $1. Oh, contract, $51. Okay, so I entered $1 position right here, right here. Okay. Now I'm just gonna wait. So I entered put position for Palantra and put position for QQQ. Let's see. But with QQQ, I only entered 50 contracts. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at that Palantra. It wants to climb back up. Huh? The market is trying very hard to climb back up. Oh, wow. Okay. So it reached the point where I thought it would, either here or here. Yeah, it reached the upper band. Let's see if we can push it up. But I think the broad market today is a rotation. I'm going to double down on Palantra put. Okay. So there is a big fight between the bulls and bears. But tomorrow is on option expiry, quad witching day. So if the market decided that it wanted to flush down like it did just now here, then I think the overall market direction will be bearish. Like it wants to climb back up, but the pressure is very weak. The buying pressure is very weak. Okay. It couldn't track, it couldn't crack this point. It's coming down, coming down, coming down. Oh, it's trying again. Oh, it's trying again. Wow, Nvidia, a lot of buyings. Okay, it cracked. So it tried to push up and the bulls won. So this limit has been breached. Now it's going to draw higher highs. But the question is for how long? Because I think the overall market direction is bearish for Nasdaq for today. For today. Okay. So now this chart. NVIDIA chart, it looks very similar to QQQ because NVIDIA has a, is one of the biggest chunks that we have in QQQ. Oh, just now there was a huge buy order to push it up, but it was met with selling pressure. Maybe it wants to crack 140 one more time. Okay. Well, anyways, I put limit orders for both of them. Okay. So I'm going to look at Canadian market briefly, see where it's at. Again, it's bearish. Oh, BNS is holding up pretty well. Hmm. Maybe I should buy some calls when it reaches 62.70. Oh, but the spread is too big. If a spread is this big, if the spread is this big, I'm not touching it. If the spread is big, I'm not touching it. Let's see. Royal Bank. The same thing. Royal Bank, the spread is too big. I'm not touching it. CNQ. Yeah, CNQ, the spread is too big. I'm not touching it. Here, the spread is too big. I'm not touching it. It looks like overall the Canadian market, the spread is too big. I'm not going to touch it. If you look at daily chart of Plantra, it had highs, but then the high got lower and the lows got lower. So I don't know where it wants to move to, but my guess is close to here. And if I look at QQQ, the selling pressure, there's a buying pressure, a selling pressure, but selling pressure is definitely on the bigger side. So, and this pattern is already breached. Like it was going up and then it broke down more, like broke down a lot. So we'll see. We will see. I don't know if it wants to test 140 and come down or it wants to go down without really trying, but let's see. Oh, a lot of bank pressure, eh? This bank pressure is good. But I think overall the stocks are having a very difficult time trying to climb back up to where it was before. It's the most of the time it's the algos controlling the stock prices, the stock price, stock movements, price movements. So they will always be in periodic cycles, like up, down, up, down. It's trying very hard not to go down in here too, because it was a cycle of coming back down, but it didn't. It wants to climb back up. And here, same thing. It wants to climb back up. Will there be a breakout or a rejection? Okay, there was a rejection. Plantra is breaking out, and then it was shut down. Whoa. It was breaking out, and then it was shut down. Oh, it's trying so hard to break up. It wants to move up, but it can't. Okay, let's look at let's look at one more share because SOXL, Nvidia, they're all what do you call semis. So I'm going to choose one that is not a semi. Maybe energy, not TSX. Nasdaq. Okay, Nvidia. Wow, 162. So it's one of the most active stocks. Global. Oh, the small caps, crazy. Nikola. All the small caps, they have a lot of volume. I'm not going to trade those, but maybe, oh, Nvidia, oh, AMD, AMD, okay. Oh, AMD is also semi. Um, how about New York Stock Exchange? Palantir is the most active one. Direction Semiconductor Bear is also active one. Mm, Dell Technologies, GameStop. I think GameStop will have a lot of volatility. How about Dell? How about Dell? The movement is very similar to Nasdaq. Okay, what I'll do is I'm going to choose another stock. But I'm avoiding small caps. TNT. Okay, how about Jamie? How about Jamie? GameStop. Okay, okay, GameStop. Okay, so Jamie is very volatile. It was up from 24.40 to 25.70 and then came down to 25. Okay. I think it wants to go down more. Jamie wants to go down more. Ooh, the candles for selling pressure is so big. So it couldn't crack this point, and it coming down to the resistance, which was here, which the first breakout happened. Now, Palantra is slowly, slowly, slowly going up, little by little, like 1 cent by 1 cent. But I'm still holding my put position. I don't think it can crack again. I think it's going to come down one more time. Somewhere here, 26. That's my guess. Okay, now it's just a waiting game. Um, oh, look at that. And look at this. It bounced up. QQQ bounced up at the previous resistance. Oh wow, this is a huge movement. 20-cent movement within like a minute or two. I don't know if it's a big fight between the bulls and bears, but it seems like the stock movements have kind of like slowed down. Yeah. Still, there's a lot of bulls, a lot of buying activities. Oh wow, look at that. This is when I cut my losses. This is when I cut my losses. So when I cut my losses, there are two ways of doing it. Either sell at market right now, or when it goes back up, I can just double down and try to um, lower my cost average to make a little bit of money down so I don't lose as much. In this case, I'm considering to double down when it goes up because yes, there are a lot of buying pressures, but at the same time, I think there's a lot of selling pressure too. It depends on like who is stronger. Come on, Plantra. You can do it. Break down. Come to 26. I'm not going to touch Nvidia mainly because it looks like Nvidia's buying pressure is very strong. Yes, it went down, it flushed, but at the same time, like I don't want to touch something that buy pressure is this strong. Oh, this is crazy. Like when it start to go back up, I don't want to touch it because it makes me very difficult to time the selling, like when to sell. Okay, I'm just checking my emails. Make sure you guys do like stretches, stretchings to stay healthy because trading requires a lot of effort. Okay, GME is breaking down, but every time it breaks down, the rebound is pretty strong. Oh, but the option price is really expensive for GME. I'm guessing because GME is very volatile stock, but the option pricing that I see here is it's yeah, it's crazy. Okay, I cut my losses here for QQQ. I'm going to see a better time to enter. So I bought for 1 and I sold for 0.57. Okay, PL. Total purchase amount was 5,000. Okay, so I cut my losses with QQQ. I'm going to enter at a different time, mainly because if you look at here, I still think it's bearish. I still think the QQQ overall is bearish for today. But if you look here, the reason why I took my losses was because if I draw a line here, this is the ceiling slash resistance. Okay. When it was going down, it broke any resistance without a problem, right? And then there was a rejection. So when it went down, I was like, okay, it's going to continue to go back up. When it went back up, it had a little bit of difficult time. This is where I entered. This is where I entered the short, the put position, because I thought the movement would be down because the pressure here is very, very strong. Instead, it went through the first ceiling and then it traded in between the new floor. This is a new floor and the new ceiling. It was straight. It's trading like back and forth, back and forth. And I thought, hey, like it's still weak, you know, here, it's trying to breach down. And all of a sudden, there's this big candle and it breached through the ceiling. So the new ceiling, I would assume, would be here. The way that I find the ceiling is when there's a sideway movement, whenever there's a sideway movement, or multiple tops, or multiple bottoms, this is where I find ceiling and floor. So it's going to probably go back up here. Let's see if that holds true. Yep, there you go. There you go. See? It moves back up to the new ceiling. And I don't know if it will just go past the ceiling or, oh yeah, it's just going right through it like a butter. It goes right through it. But it's not semi that's moving it because semi is staying the same. Nvidia didn't move up when this moved up. It's some other stocks that are moving it. I'm guessing Apple. Did Apple go up? Oh yeah. So when you found the new ceiling, it's a good position. Like this is a good place to short. Again, what happened to Microsoft? Let's see. Microsoft didn't move too much. It's the Apple. Apple that moved. Okay, I still have Palantra. I bought it 0.2933. I didn't sell yet. This is zero yet. And this is 8,800 book value. Okay, I didn't sell this yet. Oh, I didn't sell this yet, but I'm actually waiting for this to drop all the way down to 26. We'll see. It keeps getting rejected. Keeps getting rejected. So I think there's a fair chance, fair percentage that this will probably go down to 26 by end of day, but we'll see. Okay, Apple is breaking down. So would QQQ, but Nvidia is breaking up. Hmm. Okay, so the only thing that I'm holding now is Palantra. It's been over an hour since I started the stream, so I'm going to go. So I'm going to turn off the live stream, but I will update on my end of the day position with Palantra. Okay, I'm going to clear it up because every day I take a neutral position. Okay, but I don't want to be on the stream just talking about, oh, it's going to go up, it's going to go down. It's boring. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for today. And if you have any questions, just let me know. You have to ask in order to get the answers from me so that you will get better. Like the whole point of me doing the live stream and showing you how I make the decisions or the positions that I'm taking on um, is not just intuition. It's based on what I see from the chart and how I make the decisions based on the information that is available to me. Okay. Okay. Then that's it for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye bye.